There were some whispers of what happened at Sandstone Villa, but no more. I hope you found whatever you were looking for there. Yes, go on.
I have reagents, potions, and recipes for sale, if you're interested in alchemical wares. Lunatic cultists took over and ruined the town. Someone put a stop to them, thankfully. Yes, of course. Always thinking of the downtrodden. I guess I could lift the charity tax. I hope it returns to the peaceful haven I knew it to be, now that you've done such a good turn. I'll be here. Welcome.
Shopping for books? We have a saying, a page unread is a lesson never learned. Lots of lessons in my wares, you never have to worry. When I was younger, I used to be a scrivener in the Domus Politica. But like so many, my eyesight began fading, so I stopped writing books and began selling. I carry books and tomes of all shapes and sizes, plus another few odds and ends for anyone curious. We carry a wide assortment of reading materials. We have historical texts such as Nemmius Peregrine's On the History and Nature of the Fae, and Cranius's Gnomish History. We also carry texts and manuscripts such as Metallurgy and Method, and even the more whimsical children's literature of Phineas Calidus. Though many here concern themselves with study and the academics, we also have fine craftsmen and artisans in the walls. Much of my stock is their work. Come again.
Yeah? Hello once more. It seems we just keep running into each other. Odessa is different from Rathir. Everything about this city is planned, all its details already known. Rathir was built so haphazardly it'd keep surprising you. Most don't want to live here, but we Wiles have been refugees since the Tuatha first attacked. We're just happy to stop running. I know how to make a door open when it doesn't want to, if that's what you're asking. Pretty useful in a city with a few secrets. I came to Odessa with my brother Harrit and my sister Gwenfir. We were only children when we had to flee the fires of war, but here we are. Wretched curs, all of them. If it weren't for my siblings, I'd be fighting them even now. So long.
Ain't no merchant, ain't no trader. Got no coin, got no bread. So what are you needing out of me? Things used to be better here. Now Apatir's looking like the better option, thanks to you. I heard what you did. Thanks. I hear you helped start cleaning it up. I'm sure you have the people's thanks for that. Used to do a tour or two as an archer with some mercenaries. They turned to banditry and I just turned to ale. Ain't the sandstone villa from what I hear. But I've slept in worse places, I can promise you that. Ain't good at much, but I don't need to be noticed if I ain't looking to be. For a bit of coin, I can teach anyone to be the same. Yeah.
Yes? Haven't seen you around. New to the quarter? Been sick so long I haven't seen anyone new in a while. I'm just happy that for once in our lives, Ara and I no longer have to keep running. There's a place for us to wait, to rest, to recoup. Just another refugee of this horrible war. Ara and I were the only ones from my village that got out safely. Lost everything in that war. Lost our parents, our farm. All I have left is my sister Ara, and I'm just a burden on her now. We had to start a new life for ourselves here, but soon after we arrived, I got sick, and Ara had to support me. Very well. Yes?
Hold a moment. You're the one I've heard so much about. The one that's been answering the petition board. Not many would do for us what you did. Here, take this. It's what I would have given you had I known at the time. Thanks. The gnomes built this place for their achievements. Don't mistake that. If you're valuable to them, you're in. And if you're not, you're out of luck. The gnomes gave us the quarters and told us it was this or the wastes, so we had to make it work. I had to make it work. I knew a thing or two about keeping coins. Didn't take long for me to earn more than any of these poor sods could hope. Gnomes didn't like that. So long.
Aye?
Well, our newest guest, I hope you are enjoying the Sandstone Villa. It is a lovely building. Be well.
Well now, the market's hiked their prices up again. Guess I'll just have to start trimming the stew some more. Good.
Yes? Yes? Be quick.
What is it?
Welcome. If you're looking for more than just idle conversation, I'm afraid I can't be of much use. Unless, of course, you seek to learn some dispelling. Farewell.
It's 5 gold ever market.
Over curios, talismans, items of power.
I have gems and shards of all kinds. Please, have a look. Yes, they're my favorite place. So peaceful. The blooms and stars, like so many glittering gems. So long.
My friend. What'll it be? A third? Ought to save it. But I've had two, why stop now? So good. Nothing like it. Legs a bit unsteady. Better lie down just a bit. Yes, lie down. Just lie down for a moment. Easy does it.
friend.
Well, relax.
Hello there. You look quite fit, quite able. Perhaps I'll have work for one so hearty as yourself. I have served the Alpha Merchant Navy since my youth, when I began my career as a deckhand on the good ship Steadfast. He is the scourge of the Frostbreak Sea, a terror who seems intent on sinking every ship we sail from Rathir or elsewhere. If only he'd stayed dead. It's the fierce, icy ocean north of the plains of Erethel, a busy place of trade and transport, and the occasional treachery. It is the hideaway of Dead Kell and his crew. The legends speak of it as a damned isle, a horrible scar on the face of the world. To be quite honest, no one is sure of its true location. For the best, I say. Nothing causes a captain and crew more grief than those little blue beasts. Their poisonous secretions can eat through a new hull in a matter of days. They're not native to this region, but they stow away in the shadowy holes of ships sailing up from the north. They are Dead Kell's legendary crew, a trio of villains so sinister that their names sink the heart of every sailor. But I won't tell you any more. No, you don't need anything else to stoke your worry. There is no one else, believe me. We have emptied the decks and alleys of Rathir. You are the only interested party. You will? Truly? I must admit I did not anticipate this development. Here is your payment. It is made in good faith. Once you've made your preparations, report to Captain Rast Bratigan in the Keys. She will be your escort. Rast is a good and loyal companion and a competent sailor, despite what they say. May Lyria protect you, and may her breath ever be at your back. Good luck. She is the only captain willing to pursue Dead Kell into the mists of the Frostbreak Sea. Perhaps it is her courage, her skill, her determination. No, that's not it. Rast is a good woman, but unaware of her own faults, of which there are many. They don't call her the worst sailor alive for nothing. She perches along the pier like a seabird, never venturing far from her ship, the Calamity. Trust Rast.
Trading's done in the Pryderi.
Lyria likes your way.
Docked in Rathir today. A drink, some cheer.
Step up. See what I have to sell. It's my brothers that ply the seas and bring me goods to trade. When I tire of Rathir, I'll wait till they return and back up on the foam. Not a bad sight from the bow of your ship, although I've never become accustomed to the strange ways of these southern Alfar. Darkalfar, whatever you like to call them, like and unlike to their sisters in the north. Losalfar, that is. The goods here you'll not find the likes of anywhere else. Not without braving the raging seas, at least.
Don't bother me.
I'm waiting for a passenger, some suicidal idiot. Can't be caught chatting. I want to make a good impression. I captained my first ship when I was no bigger than my papa's knee, and promptly crashed it into the dock, sinking 3 vessels with 1 wreck. It was then that I knew my destiny was to be a sailor. From that day forward, I spent my life on the water. 20 ships in 20 years. It must be some kind of record. He's as elusive as a north wind, a phantom with a skull for a face and fins for feet. Every sailor yearns for the chance to face dead Kel. He and his hangmen go where they please, masters of the frostbreak. In my experience, islands are places you visit in order to escape torment and certain death. The Gallows End is one destination I will avoid on future voyages. Unless I crash there, of course. Bloodgrin, the Whispering Witch, and the Baronet. Oh, fiends and killers, all of them. They give sailors a bad name. Well, tie me up and drag me under. So you're the one the Navy's hooked into finding Gallows End and killing dead Kel. It's suicide! Really? Ask the others. Oh wait, you can't. But don't worry about them. Like my mother said, don't weep for the fallen. Even if they could hear you, they wouldn't care. You know, the other applicants. Dead. All of them. All of the ones they found, that is. Plenty of others just vanished. One poor fellow was found cut into teeny tiny pieces. They needed a bucket to pull all of him from the surf. But don't you worry, we'll have a fine voyage. He's the worst of the worst. A villain who truly enjoys the pain he inflicts. He's a slippery one, though. Not even death can catch dead Kel. I'd love to be the one to bring him in. Maybe then I'd finally get some respect. It is the mysterious island fortress of dead Kel and his crew. Why? Do you know how to get there? Because I have no idea. I was hoping to figure it out as we go, but I'm starting to wonder if that's a good idea. Flattery will get you nowhere, unless I've had too much to drink. Then I'm afraid to say it'll get you all sorts of strange places. I shall not elaborate. Tari and I are ready when you are. Only what you want with you in case of an emergency. There aren't many merchants where we're headed. He's the fine first mate on the ground next to me. Words aren't his strength, although I'd be pressed to say what is exactly. I found him after I was forced to maroon my last first mate on a desert island. That man became obsessed with me, probably because we had sex. A lot. Seeing as I don't believe in navigation, I'd have to say no. Not at the moment. Not to worry. Once you've wrecked enough ships, you get the hang of it. If you're ready to depart, my vessel awaits. You'll find her both swift and seaworthy. Just don't go down into the hold. There's a leak down there. It's big. I'm predicting an uneventful voyage. We might even get bored. Off we go then. Trust no one. Except me, of course.
Lo, hear the tale of the Pirate King, who cut a blood-red wake from dark Rathir to Frostbreak Sea, and dead Kel was his name. With hanged men crew and bone-white flag, he sailed from Gallows End. No solace for a sailor true, when dead Kel's ship came in.
foresee such a horrendous disaster. Too bad. Are you well? Everything in its right place? Most of the others were killed. It wasn't quick. I heard their cries in the fog, but I couldn't do a thing. Dead cow. One moment there was nothing but open sea before us, and the next there he was. It didn't take much to sink the Calamity. That poor ship was asking for mercy, and Dead Cow granted her wish. Welcome to Gallows End, my friend. At least I think that's where we ended up. I hope you like surprises. No one is sorrier than I am. Those men and women were my family. Travelling as I do, there aren't many opportunities for closeness. I found that on the Calamity. Found it and lost it. Good thing Tari is still with me. Well, mostly. Not sure exactly, but he's bleeding like a gutted fish. We're going to need to reach shore if we want to fetch help. We'll have to come back for him. I wish there was another way. Gone, Lyria, bless her. Like Mother always said, never love anything, because all things end up dead. A wise woman, my mother. And very, very sad. The hull drifted off into an eastern cove, where it sank away completely. Only bubbles remain. And a more capable team I can't imagine. It appears our best path to the mainland is through a nearby cavern, but it seems to be flooded and blocked by debris. I do carry some old kobold explosives in my pack, but I've never used one before. Well, not successfully. Are we there yet? this next wall. Keep your distance. Wet. Yuck. Jabbering jellyfish! I'm out of explosives! And we're so close, I can hear the waves on the sand. One of us is going to need to find some way to get us through this wall. And by someone, I mean you. You see, I don't swim. Or did I fail to mention that? Anything that can get us through this wall. Be creative. I'd help you, but I can't swim. Let's go!